5 minutes to put your...
Shut up!
Got 5 minutes to put your pajamas.
Shut up!
No.
Shut up!
You're gonna put your...
Freak! Shut up! Freak!
You're gonna put your pajamas
Shut
on right
up!
now.
Freak! Shut up! Freak!
Right now. Don't hit me.
You hit me.
Well, John and Danuta's battles have taken a toll on the children. Monica spent most of her teen years in treatment facilities.
When Monica was 13, there was an intervention from her teachers because they observed that she was not eating.
I was 5'1" and 72 pounds.
She was diagnosed with anorexia.
I hate talking about this because I didn't really have an eating disorder and I hate being classified as having one. I looked anorexic and people would look at me and think that, but it was another way for me to get a reaction out of my mom, to make her angry, make her more involved with me.
She was diagnosed with oppositional defiant disorder.
I was really acting out. I started to get really involved with drugs. I was doing coke every day. I just wanted to get high and party and be in a crack house the rest of my life.
She worked hard on staying clean, and for the past 2 years she's been doing very well.
I went to 7 different programs. 3 of them were for an eating disorder and 4 of them were for a drug addiction. I feel like a completely different person. I go to school, I work, and I take care of my daughter. I have really made big steps to become the person that I am now.
I did not know at that time that victims of sexual abuse suffer from anorexia.
I wouldn't have to deal with any eating disorders or drug issues if it wasn't for the abuse.
Well, clearly this has taken a toll on y'all's children. In fact, according to the dissolution of marriage documents, there was an interesting quote in there. The court finds that each parent has become so self-involved and self-absorbed that they have lost sight of the physical, emotional, psychiatric, and psychological toll their animosity is having on their children. In this divorce proceeding, the children are truly victims.
He filed for sole custody. I had to really work hard in order not to allow him to have sole custody. With his manipulations and his strong personality, I really had to stand up for myself and for my children.
Well, you agree that there's been inconsistency with what the children have reported, right?
I don't know of any inconsistencies as far as our son. We all heard what our son said, that his father was touching him in his private parts.
You accused John of sexually abusing your son at 6, and he adamantly denies it to the police. At 8, he tells the principal he misses his dad and is upset about the divorce. But then he writes a letter to the court saying his dad abused him after 3 years alone with you, tells the therapist that he's been abused after 4 years alone with you, but then the DCFS investigation says they have no evidence whatsoever that it's happened.
They did not look into this correctly. They did not do a true evaluation. There is a lot of things that they did not do right.
Is there anybody that didn't do something wrong here?
What do you mean?
Well, you've complained about everybody that's been involved in this situation.
No, I have not.
Well, I've charted it out for you. To the Inspector General about the case not being handled properly and about re-examining the case. You complained to the governor against the DCFS employees, to the presiding judge about the previous judge, to the Judicial Inquiry Board about the judge engaged in misconduct, to the supervising attorney about the child rep not having the child's best interests at heart, to the Department of Financial and Professional Regulation about the rep's moral standards and licensure qualifications, to the Attorney Registration and Disciplinary Commission about the child's representative engaged in unethical behavior.
Yes, I have, because I'm not going to be silent anymore. I was silent for the past 20 years when he was taking advantage of me and our children, and I'm not going to be silent anymore.